my name is Cam Rambaran, and I'm a college student. I am also an activist, and part of activism to me is starting conversations. So I'm asking various people about their ideas of white privilege and what it means to them. What does white privilege mean to you?
White privilege is a symptom of white supremacy. So I see white privilege as white people existing at the expense of people of color, but also more so in the day-to-day of people of color. And we have black people, brown people, other people of color who have to be hyper-aware and have to exist in this reality that white folks don't ever have to think about.
To me, I think most experientially means not having to think about race unless I want to as a white person.
I think it means something along the lines of sort of kind of freedom to some extent, and that could be sort of a freedom to sort of not acknowledge things that may be happening around them as it relates to sort of race in this country, sort of race in sort of a post-colonial sense.
I think it's definitely in relation to the United States. Like, it's a very American concept for me, and the way that we're living now, like, without white privilege, I don't think America would have formed to what it is today.
The dominant culture assumes that white is normal, that white people are inherently better or more typical than other groups in all sorts of either explicit or more hidden and insidious ways.
It's becoming harder and harder to hide from it. I think that's why there's such a pushback, because when people don't want to see the truth, they react a certain way.
When I see white people who are aware, white people who are like, we're allies, and I think that that's great, but I also see white privilege in them being complacent. I do not think it's enough for white people who identify as allies to just do that. I think that their work is more in their own communities, speaking with their families and undoing this system that is causing the lives of people who look like me and other folks.
White privilege is the benefits, whether they're acknowledged or unacknowledged or obvious or subtle, that white people like myself accrue as a result of this sort of social phenomenon that people and people of color more broadly don't experience.
I think white privilege is giving advantage to a particular group of people, and I think what white means has changed from generation to generation. The way that white privilege, like white supremacy works, is that those who are receiving these privileges don't necessarily know that they are privileged. They are led to believe that these are things that they are entitled to, that they deserve, and that everyone else just isn't working hard enough.
White complacency is a symptom of all of this, because part of taking this down will require you to no longer be privileged over non-white folks.
What are steps you're taking to end white privilege?
That's a good question for a white person who's a manager at an organization that overwhelmingly serves young people of color.
I am committed, especially amongst non-black people of color, of challenging anti-blackness, which is so toxic in our communities and is such a disease that we need to end, because in being anti-black, you are upholding white supremacy, and that's a problem.
I think it's a matter of kind of bringing awareness into the community.
I'm trying to work with people to start an initiative to talk about racial justice.
I'm willing to do anything. More specifically speaking, though, I'm willing to hold these white folks who identify as allies accountable for doing the work with other white people. I think that black people got it, brown people, we got it within our communities. White people, you have to work within your own community. You have to speak to your parents. It's not enough for you to be like, oh, my family's racist. You need to take it to the next level and be like, my family's racist, and here are the things that I did about it, so that this isn't an issue in my household anymore.